in here in just a second. Okay.
Hello, folks. Welcome to your weekly select board meeting. We're in a little bit of organized chaos here, trying to get ready for the upcoming town meeting next month. Our town clerk is not here, but she did send a little report in, which I'll be happy to share with you. Please mention again, municipal election, absentee ballots are available from last week's report. Absentee applications for the November election are available. No ballots yet, but the residents can fill out applications with us or online. 23 tax liens will be filed August 26th, if not paid in full. TextMyGov has a spot on our website now. It is projected to go live next week after we have a remote meeting with the people on Monday. Need to decide what people are eligible for the projected retirement plan. David will have some information on that, but that'll be voted on at our annual meeting. Then, happy Tuesday and have a good meeting. Well, that's a good start. We reviewed last week's agenda and approved today's. Reviewed and approved bills to be paid. $28,000, not that much this week. School takes a big chunk of our money. No ads, code enforcement. No report as of yet. We're waiting on the state police report. Planning board's next meeting is August 21st at 6 o'clock. Appeals board, comprehensive, hopefully is done with, none. Shakopee Rescue, they want to change how we pay them from 2 times a year to 3 times or 4 times. Obviously the same amount of money, just how we spread it out. We haven't had a chance to talk about that, so.
We can stay on the 2, that's okay also.
We can who?
Stay on the 2 payments that we've been doing.
Oh, okay, well, we can kind of,
Fall and spring.
we can talk about which would be more beneficial for us, since we have an option. The streetlights, that's a continuing thing, just to make sure we're.
Oh, no, I put that back on the agenda because I didn't know if this wattage or whatever you want to call it for LED lights, if you look those streets over to see.
We wanted the same or less.
Did you look at the attachments to the sheets?
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell how bright, I know they're brighter and brighter, or less brighter, but I don't know how bright is.
Okay, I'll sign it.
I mean, we gave them some instructions before, which they followed. Now they're either gonna replace these with the same brightness or less.
I understand that they were told what you wanted, but whether that corresponds with what they sent back, I do not know.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't send it in, so. But I will send it in if you feel it's okay.
Here's another one.
The native plants, that's continued. We did receive a storage building review on our salt shed on Secaucus Road. Haven't had a chance to really look at it, I just saw it today. It looks like it's all right. There's some things we have to change, but we don't have to tear the building down. We received a $220 refund from MMA, Workers' Compensation. That's where we estimate how much it's gonna cost. 7,000, I think, is the number we come up with. And we were over by a couple $100, so they sent us the difference back. Aaron would like that room for the annual Homeowners Association meeting of Orchard Road on September 26th at 6:30. Send forms out, whatever. Electronic waste collections looking for volunteers. That's on September 14th. There's some more
Are we gonna vote on the use of the room, or do we need?
I sent the application, the forms to him and told him to call up and,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Sorry, I missed that. Thank you.
trying to think, an act to support mutual franchise agreements passed. Okay, that's where they formalize something that's really being done all the time. If another town needs help, the other towns respond. If it's, fire, flood, catastrophe, whatever.
No, this is cable, Ed.
Yeah,
It's municipal franchise
Oh,
agreements.
okay, what did I think it was?
you're talking mutual aid.
Mutual aid
Right.
from, okay.
Yeah, it just says that there's some new provisions in the law, and we are to make sure that if we sign, any future contract we will sign, franchise agreements, has these provisions in place.
Okay. So the only one we really have is TV2, right, with the school?
No, Spectrum, Charters.
Well, it's okay. Check.
TV2 is not a,
No, but I mean, that's who provides that service.
no,
Right?
no, these are franchise agreements with the cable providers.
What do we have with the school system?
TV2 just, they have a broadcast channel that they broadcast on.
I know, but we don't have an agreement with them?
We have an agreement, well, we have typically given them our
Yeah,
franchise fee money,
yeah,
okay. But
okay.
that's not at all what this is.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Oh, okay, thank you.
yeah.
Couple of things. Jen, if you want to talk about doors?
The door, the automatic door openers are installed, and the installer has to come back on Friday to complete the 2 push buttons for the lobby, and to make sure that the interior door opens when the outside button is pushed. So that'll happen Friday afternoon. Otherwise, they work well from the inside. It's good. You did bypass one item, Judith Blanco's request to plant native plants along Province Lake. I just want to kind of close that up. She did get permission from the Department of Environmental Protection for her native plant project.
Oh, good.
Okay, so that was all set. I think I'd like to get in touch with her and meet her out there sometime just to see exactly where it is that she's going to do it.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think that's a good idea.
Okay. Let's see. I have a few other things. I heard from Kaz's Fine Lines, that's a company that is giving us a quote for doing parking, the parking spaces at the post office and the crosswalk. She's waiting to hear from the hardware store and the post office owner about doing their striping. But the price is $875 to stripe a crosswalk, repaint the lines in the parking lot, and add 4 spaces.
So the whole,
Yeah.
you're gonna sort of break that out a bit, or, because the crosswalk the town would be doing.
Well, that's a quote for our parking places.
Our parking places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, our
I thought
parking
it was
places.
the whole thing.
No,
Okay.
she'll charge them separately.
Okay.
Yep, so I'm just waiting for her to get back to me with their, if they want to do it before she gives us a date to come up.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what else I had. So we spent the afternoon talking to 2 members of Southern Maine Planning and Development Commission about enrolling Parsonsfield in the Resilience Partnership, which really basically allows us to get a grant, and it's involved with identifying community actions that we determine would be worth getting a grant for. And part of that process would be having a workshop here at the town hall with some stakeholders or interested businesses who would want to just promote some of the considerations for the Resilience Partnership. Anybody that has interest in mitigating the effects of climate change or lowering our carbon footprint and just becoming a partner in some of these community action grants. So we're looking at the end of September on a Saturday to do that, and we'll be talking about it more like every week, I think. We'll just be bringing it up, what we've come up with and what we're doing and how we're going to do it. And I think that's about it.
Do you want to talk about our meeting tomorrow?
Well, we do have a public hearing tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the cannabis proposed ordinance in the town hall. It's in conjunction with the planning board, and will be open for discussion, and we'll be interested to see how it goes.
We are planning on broadcasting that, so
Yeah.
you won't be able to comment, but you can watch it on our usual feed, the same feed that you have here.
Dave, you have anything?
I don't think I do. Nope, not at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jen, for paying your paint.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well, it's not part of the job description, but
Okay,
thank you.
all right.
She
Speaking
painted
of job
the
descriptions.
entryway so the electrician could get up and work on the doors.
Yeah,
so.
no, he was pleased with all the work that had been done, so hopefully when he comes back, it'll all be settled.
Good that they'll be done in time for the town meeting, too. That's nice.
Yes.
Met with one of our fencing companies today. We'll be getting a price. Looks like about 600 feet of fence if we fence the whole area in. But they're also looking at how much it would cost just to put a gate across the salt shed, which would secure the salt, obviously not do much for the sand and stuff. But. So that, I say next week or so, we'll have some more information on that.
Good.
Jen mentioned our public hearing, adult use of cannabis ordinance. The other items we've mentioned, electronic drop-off at Walker's on September 14th. Entire drop-off at the town hall here, October 12th. And Youth will mainly back August 22nd, 3 to 4. That's where food is distributed. And the community cafe is back after a month or so hiatus, August 28th. What?
I don't think I can come, Jan. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ed.
Huh? 11:30?
Yes.
What's the menu, do you know?
Baked haddock.
That's too bad, no.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's good for you.
Yeah, there's some
That's
fish
good.
lovers and some not. so
Very nourishing,
Yep.
I'm sure.
Whatever Saban does is pretty good.
All right, so, that's about it, folks. We're gonna be signing some,
Yeah. Do we sign?
invoices for next week.
You want to sign that one too?
Yeah, that- I
missed
can
It
stick
was
it back in the
buried,
same
even though it
folder.
said sign here.
Oh.
Awesome.
Uh,
We should probably say the budget committee met last night and will be meeting on Mondays until they're happy and satisfied with the budget.
Okay, we'll put together 3 or 4 warrant items that we want to include in that, so. Mr. Wright?
Yes, hello. You mentioned streetlights,
Streetlights.
and I guess the only way to know the wattages on those things is to get a, look at maybe Porter's streetlights, maybe get their CMP report.
We have that.
Oh, for Porter?
We have the report that shows all the streetlights when they expire and the wattage and the
Right,
type
but-
of bulb.
Right, but I'm just saying compare it to Porter's new LED streetlights.
To Porter's?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, just to see what the wattage is. If you don't know what the wattage is or how bright is, and you get a CMP report of Porter's streetlights, and you drive around and say, wow, if that's the least amount or that's the highest amount, something to compare it to. I can't tell you what this wattage is, just by looking at it.
I don't know.
But if I had a report of,
I know that, what's happening behind you, that map is coming down.
yeah, it's a conspiracy, I think.
I used to be able to turn the camera so that I could,
Oh, you said it's not right up above it.
but it went that way.
Clear.
Move and try the other side.
I did.
It's
not doing
back to
anything.
what I was saying, so
That's it.
if you got a report from, a CMP report of Porter's, then you could compare those streetlights. You know what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Because I know, whatever they say, that those streetlights are bright. They are really bright. And it just makes it look like it's daylight on some of those, on the streetlights.
Okay.
It's, then people are gonna say, well, I'm gonna buy those blackout shades now, because the light is so bright. It messes up your melatonin, your sleep. But anyway, so that's just something, if you don't know what if you could request, Porter's CMP report of the new LED lights, and it's just, like I said, drive around, look.
Okay.
Okay, mentioned the striping. Is it possible that we could get a quote from the town parking lot here, the town hall parking lot for striping?
Is it possible? Well, it's possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because we have some handicap, I know we have some handicap spots.
Mm.
That, the sign is there, but there's no.
No, like a wheelchair, well, how they have the sign with the
Yeah,
wheelchair?
Something,
Uh-huh.
And if we were to do striping in the town hall parking lot, maybe we should seal the cracks first in the parking lot. Because the weeds are growing up through the cracks, and then that makes it spread. And water gets in the winter time, and it expands it. So if you do a sealing project, seal the cracks, you might last a little longer on that parking lot
Mm.
versus repainting it.
because that was voted out, wasn't it?
It was,
Yeah.
it was $70,000, yeah.
65.
Was it 65?
Yeah.
65.
Okay. Well, it's just a thought. Because I noticed we didn't clean the sand this year in the parking lot.
Yep, I noticed it too.
Yeah, 'cause- yeah.
Yep.
And when I come in, I see the dirty carpets and just,
You don't like it.
I don't like, these carpets are filthy. And, you know, it's from the dirt that gets tracked in every day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we have to take our shoes off before we come in, but
Like, just like at home?
I guess that's what we'll do. All right, I think that's all I got to related to the meeting. That's it.
Okay.
Unless you get, are you gonna have a little sand pit outside the gate, maybe? You were talking about like a little tiny shed for the, or a little lean-to roof?
You
or
mean for the
something?
salt shed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. The more people you can keep out of that garage, the less salt will be taken out. I know even though there's a sign 10 feet in the air, people are still loaded up with salt.
Yeah, there shouldn't be anybody but our road crew, our plow crew in the shed.
Shouldn't.
I know,
Right,
it hasn't been that way, obviously. It hasn't been restricted at all.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
All right, we finished signing bills?
We can. Anyone else have anything they want to
Think I'm all good?
contribute?
Oh, we didn't get Ed to look at the pictures for the town report. Maybe I'll just give him my computer so we can look at them. Check that box. Wait a minute, 2 of us voted for majority rules?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. When you have these camera select buttons up here, it says camera select.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if this camera is a,
I would guess it's
Just
only
one? Okay.
We only have one, yeah.
it's my guess too. Here. Thank you. Deb,
What?
we've got to get these guys to write the street on this. Remember, they've done it for some of the April
I
4th.
think it depends on the driver. Because Debbie doesn't know if the loader doesn't have that information. So send Meyer an email.
Yeah, I will, just because it's,
A lot easier.
yep. Ditching Van Dexter. Mountain Lake Trails. From August 5th. Okay,
You all set?
done.
Okay. Invoices are all signed, folks. With that, we can close our meeting. Thank you very much for listening. Hope to see you tomorrow.